find it, guess what? We're not going to be able to help. Okay? You go over to the state of Georgia, marijuana is still illegal in the state of Georgia. Okay? Anything that you can put marijuana in, maybe a device where you smoke it, maybe something that you would weigh it, like a set of scales, anything. Okay? If there's nothing, then I'm thankful to make my job a lot easier. We're going to get this done, and we'll have you guys on your way. Okay? You guys have any more questions for me? Have I explained it pretty good?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Good deal. Give us a few minutes, and we'll be on. You guys will be on your way. Okay?
The Delaware State women's lacrosse team was pulled over there by Georgia deputies. And as you heard him go through his litany of reasons why he thinks that this bus full of black women and coaches should be searched for their bags for marijuana and scales, because they might be weighing drugs as they come back from a competition and driving back up to Delaware might be an issue. It doesn't have to make any sense. It just has to be based in ridiculousness. Let's get to some of the details of what happened here, because they were coming back from Florida, as I pointed out there, from an event. But the coach does believe that they were racially profiled, because they were. The Delaware State University lacrosse team bus was returning from Florida when it was pulled over on I-95 in Liberty County. And head coach Pamella Jenkins said Monday in a telephone interview, 6 white deputies and a police dog searched the bus for drugs without probable cause and found none. Crazy how that works. That's what the coach said. The deputy quickly went to marijuana, which stereotypically is unfortunately associated with African Americans, of course. That's the first thing that he went to, is what Jenkins said. Jenkins also said that she believes the deputy searched the bus because most of the players are black. Delaware State is a historically black university founded in 1891, and about 60% of the university students are black. The sheriff's office said its internal affairs office is investigating the matter. Yeah, Sheriff William Bowman, who is black, bristled at concerns that race played a role in the search. He said his office will use videos and other information to follow the facts in its investigation. The one thing I didn't hear there through that explanation from the sheriff, who bristled at the idea that his deputies pulled over a bus full of black women and wondered if they had drug weighing material on the bus, as well as smoking devices, storage devices, marijuana itself, which they found none of. I'm still waiting for the explanations why they pulled this bus over. Haven't seen that yet. But the university also responded bigger, as well as the president went through that as well. We don't get to that yet. I want to get your thoughts first, Farron.
My initial reaction, obviously, watching that video when you see those 2 police officers that are on the bus, those are physically the whitest human beings I think I have ever seen. They look like they will immediately burst into flames when they step outside in the sunlight, because they're so white, they're almost pink. But it also reminds me, because I trust me, I live down here in the South. This is every cop. That voice, that look, that facial hair, that is every cop I have seen down here in the South. They're what we call good old boys, right? Born and raised right there in that area, probably played high school sports. Maybe they were the quarterback of that local team. They never left the town, but by God, they're coming back. They're doing what they're gonna do. And if you got anything, you're gonna tell us now. I see it all the time. I live it, I experience this. And there's no doubt in my mind why they pulled that bus over, of course, without probable cause, no legal reason to do this whatsoever, and then immediately making the assumption that, hey, okay, there's a lot of black people here. Clearly, somebody's got some pot. Go ahead and tell us about it. The internal affairs thing, total BS. We all know how that's going to finish. Like, he could go ahead and write it on a Post-it note right now, because we know that he's going to say, hey, these guys did everything properly. These are my good buddies, my friends. No, we all know. Eventually, hopefully not, but eventually we may end up seeing some of these cops on the news again, and it's going to be for something much worse.
They can't, because it'll look, probably. It'll look bad for the police department to actually point out that these cops did this for that reason. There's probably a tourist bus full of old white folks that they pull over to and ask them, you guys got to take out your triple beam balances and your drugs right now, because we know you got it. Ethel, we know you have it. Hell no.